full-time productions.
Welcome to Ballingarry AFC grounds for the semi-finals of the FAI Munster Junior Cup. St Michael's, as we all know, having won this competition on several occasions, will be familiar with what is expected to reach another final in their recent trophy-laden history. While Broadford, on the other hand, experienced the stage for the very first time, as against all the odds, the Desmond League team tries to make history and make it to the final. Now, just before kick-off, we'll have a moment's applause taking place amongst the great turnout here today before the match in remembrance of Derek O'Shea, who tragically passed away last month, and one of Broadford United's most avid fans, and did a lot of work with their girls team. And we are underway in the semi-final. Padraig Harner here for full-time productions, joined by Kevin Kelleher. Starting well and not conceding has to be the game plan for Broadford, hasn't it, Kevin?
It certainly must be. Broadford will be well aware of the task ahead of them today. Starting a 4-5-1 would mean they plan to give up a lot of possession and sit deep and maybe grab a goal from a set piece. Keeping this physically imposing St Michael's team out will be a tough job today.
An early ball over the top. Pa Quinn flagged offside. Just one of the many threats St Michael's will pose here today. Joe McAuliffe with the ball out wide. Good pass to feet to Michael Brosnan, who turns and leaves Joey Mulcahy with some great strength and plays the ball through to Ray Lynch, but runs just too far ahead.
Getting good service into Lynch will be the key today. He's looking like he'll be isolated for large periods of the game.
Dylan Kelly places the ball for Broadford United free kick. If they're going to get any joy today, you feel it's going to come from these. Dylan just about to take it. Floats it into the box. And it's Joe McAuliffe rising high, and it's in the net. The ball has gone into the net, giving Broadford an early lead. What a great start. The ball floated in from Dylan Kelly from the free kick, and Joe McAuliffe got there before the keeper in the defence to put Broadford one goal up. What a start.
No more than they deserve for that start. They've been quicker to the ball, sharper. The St Michael's defence didn't look alive there at all, and Joe McAuliffe is left on his own, and by the time the defender realises it, it's in the back of the net. We've got to look at the keeper here as well. I mean, once he gambles right here and makes that decision, then, it all rests with him to clear the ball. He's not strong enough in the air, he hasn't judged the flight of the ball well enough, and he comes out second best.
St Michael's looking for an immediate response. They're easily dispossessed by Michael Brosnan, who strides away with the ball. Plays it back to McAuliffe, to King, back to Brosnan. Draws in two St Michael's players. Now there's room for Timmy Larkin to run into. Lifts the ball to the back post, and two players there, and it's Sean Brosnan on the half volley. Very difficult chance, sails away over the bar.
Great build-up play there from Broadford, but you either want this ball dropping on Lynch's head or for Brosnan on the volley, and the bounce makes it hard for him to really get any solid connection.
King for Broadford just find the pass. Carr takes the ball down, starting to impose himself on proceedings. Plays it back to Walsh, who lifts a great pass over the top into the Broadford back towards Slattery. Collides with the keeper. Referee O'Shea decides Graney got enough of the ball. Slattery has stayed down for treatment. and that will be called on for the St. Michael's forward. No real case for a penalty there. Striker is staying down for the moment.
My first reaction is no penalty, 50-50 ball here. Initially it looks as though Greeny actually caught the ball or was in the process of doing so, and Slattery actually just ran into him. Yeah, the referee's got that one spot on. If anything, he could have actually given it the other way.
Travelling St. Michael's fans see the funny side of that. St. Michael's showing all their experience. Mulcahy with a great ball to Carr. He's Broston and Kelly to get past. And he go, great feint there, turns Carr. Broston tries to get tight, but he gets his shot on target. It's a tame shot, trickles into the hand of the keeper, Greeny. Great ball into the box and gone wide, and whoever the St. Michael's attackers, not one of them there for that. No wonder he's screaming.
Mulcahy has every right to be shouting at his players there.
Moves the ball towards Quinn. Great touch by the big man. Gets it under control again. There's a man free at the back post. Great volley and a great save. Great save by Greeny in the goal. That was well on target by the St. Michael's player, and it's cleared away.
Serious pressure now Broadford United are under. As we said, they would double up on Quinn, and that leaves a free man at the back post. Anywhere else, and that's 1-1. It's great hands by the keeper.
Handing in with the ball to Lynch, lifts the ball over the top on the left hand side into the path of Larkin, holds the ball up and waits for support. It's there in the form of Hannigan. Gives his man a good dummy, great ball into the box. Lynch gets up at the header and it's just wide. Great effort again by Broadford, really dangerous from going forward.
It's fantastic build-up play from Broadford. It's turned into a real aerial battle this game. Hannigan turns his man way too easy there, leaves him for dead, and an inch perfect ball from the man who started the move all the way into Lynch, who steers it just wide.
Another free kick for Broadford. Can they do the same as they did right at the start of the game? Ball is into the box. It's Kelly and McAuliffe. This time the keeper stays in his line and catches it with ease. St. Michael's in the attack. Great ball out to Carr. He's getting way too much space out in the wing. What's he going to do? Drives the ball across the box. Great chance. Great block by Hannigan. Keeps his team ahead. And keeps his team, as I said, 1-0 up. Threw his body on the line. Great block. Big throw by St. Michael's. Lifts the ball. Crossing to the box. Quinn, the big man, is up and it's 1-1. He hasn't been coming, that goal has been coming for a while. The big man at the back post does it again for St. Michael's. Both players are injured, both players very brave. But it's Quinn who's levelled up matters at 1-1.
St. Michael's were accused of being asleep early in the game. They certainly weren't here. Great vision to see the run, and when you have a man the size and presence of Quinn in the box, all you need to do is put it in the general area, the 6-yard box, and he'll do the rest. The Broadford defender Kelly hasn't a chance of beating him to the ball here. Just watch the reaction of Higgins to the goal.
Yeah, great vision from the throw in there, set up that equaliser. Of course, the Broadford fans on Match Visio will be posted on Full Time Productions page at the weekend. It's a great new feature for want to be Martin Tyler and Gary Neville's of your club. Just contact Full Time Productions, we'll set it up for you. St. Michael's really turning in the pressure now as Carr picks up the ball once again, waits for the run of John O'Brien. Great pace to beat the defender. Shrug off another defender, knocks the ball to the back post, and Slattery is there. It's 2-1. 2-1 to St. Michael's. Great ball across the box. Slattery coming in unnoticed. 2-1 to St. Michael's take the lead.
You felt they needed to hang on for half time and go in level, but they haven't been able to. We said it would be an aerial battle, and that's been the story of the first half. Great ball to the back post. Slattery has at least 10 yards on his marker there, and there's little Greeny can do from that close in.
So St. Michael's now 45 minutes away from another final. Larkin, probably Broadford's best player, will be called on once again to save his team in the second half. And it's a quick free kick taken by Broadford. McAuliffe looking to see what he'll do, decides to play it across the box. Oh, the ball has bobbled there. could be under pressure here. Carr picks it up, lifts it across the box to Slattery. It's 3-1, calamitous defending from Broadford right at the start of the second half, and they didn't know it. St. Michael's now 3-1 up and in the driving seat.
It's poor from Broadford, this. It's all of their own making. It's probably the cardinal sin of defending. Never play a square ball across your own box, and that's exactly what he does. And from there, they never recover. They're losing the ball in the air, so they try to play it on the ground and play it out. And from the pressure put on them by St. Michael's comes the mistake that leads to the goal. Very bad defending.
Hasn't been many chances of both ends. Maybe this is an opportunity from Broadford from the free kick. It's well over the bar. It's a corner for Broadford. Swung into the box. It's Ray Lynch. It's up back off the crossbar. Backo has the chance gone. Ball falls to Barry Lynch. 3-2. Broadford back in the game. Yet another set piece. Substitute has come on, buried to the back of the net after Ray Lynch's ball came back off the crossbar. As we said, Broadford back in the game. It's game on.
Well, these guys just don't know when they're beaten. You have to say the marking from St. Michael's is poor, as not one but two Broadford players find themselves free in the box. The initial header is back off the bar from Lynch, and then it's just a case of who's alive to it quicker, who wants it more, and it's Broadford, and the substitute Barry Lynch makes it 3-2.
We're in for an enthralling finale. Hennigan on the ball. Exchanges passes with Brosnan. Broadford pushing, looking to get the leveller here. St. Michael just can't get it away. Broadford still in possession. Larkin, ball bobbling around, who's going to get on it? Larkin again, dry sows the penalty box. Oh, defenders need to be careful, but he put his ball right across the box. Whether it was a cross or a shot, we're not sure, but no Broadford there, and the ball's gone out of play. Heading for injury time now as Broadford tried desperately to get an equaliser. Ball is floated in, headed out by Walsh. Back in by Brosnan. Back out again. Broadford need to get the ball closer on goal. Ball headed away by Walsh. Back in again. Swinging everything at it, just get it anywhere. We'll do St. Michael's at the moment. And Paddy Fitzgerald is fouled. Referee blows for that. Could be the last chance. Just seconds now left in the game. Hennigan swipes it clear. Only as far as Conor Barbary. Ball, St. Michael's on the attack, ball across the box. Oh, that's a killer. Paddy Fitzgerald, that'll seal it, and the ball into Paddy Fitzgerald into Carr. Carr makes it 4-2. Cool on Broadford and St. Michael's, all their experience. That'll probably see them through.
It's a cruel way for the game to end for Broadford United, but a fitting one for Carr, as he's been the best player on the pitch today. It's a quality finish from the winger, getting there ahead of the defender, and he sends St. Michael's to the final.
And that's that. St. Michael's edge out of the semi-final 4-2, and we'll play Pipe Rovers in the final. Yet another great win for the St. Michael's side. Used all their experience that they had to call on. Broadford United certainly can hold their heads up high, and until that final goal they were right in until the last minute. Final score from Ballingarry Grounds in Limerick, it's Broadford United 2, St. Michael's 4. Padraig Harnett, Full-Time Productions.